Welcome back to Controller Freaks. In this episode, I would like to talk a little bit about Forza Horizon 6 because the game has now been out for almost a week and a half. For those of you who bought the most expensive version, like I did, and I hope you all have been loving the game as much as I have been. However, the game is not without its flaws or otherwise things to nitpick. I personally think it's one of my favorite video games of all time already. I've put in a tremendous amount of time. I've already beaten the the wristband, like the festival playlist, gotten gold in that. I've already gotten gold in Discover Japan, all that. I've played the heck out of the game already. But there are a few things that I would like the developers to either go and add or fix. And the first of which is the playground games. Maybe I'm stupid and just haven't discovered it yet, but as far as I'm aware, there are no playground games in FH6. Like where's Infection? Where's King? Where's Flag Rush? Like all of these games that sure they weren't necessarily as popular as like racing, but they're still fun. They're still a staple of Forza Horizon. The mini games, like all we have in terms of like actual official mini games, is like hide and seek and the Eliminator, which are cool. They're good and all, but like don't abandon all the other really fun mini games. So they need to bring that back. Secondly, they need to do something about these like leaderboards when it comes to the time attack and the drag races in free roam. I don't know if you've noticed, but if you're in a convoy with somebody and you do either a free roam drag race or time attack, while you are on a lap, you can make as much contact as you want with somebody in your convoy, whether they are also participating or not. Um, which means you can have situations where you can cheat on the leaderboards. And I know that because I have done this as well. I dropped something, sorry. What you can do, and this is very rampant with like the lower class leaderboards, is that say for a time attack circuit, you can have somebody in a like an X class car come behind you and just push you and give you bumps along the track to make you go significantly faster than you would be able to otherwise. And that allowed both my brother and I to get what would have theoretically been the top D class times on a couple of the time trial circuit or time attack circuits. However, I think they artificially had a cap of like 50 seconds. And so it didn't actually update to show our 49 and 46 or so second times. Um, and the drag races are no better because you can have somebody say at the festival drag strip, you can have somebody line up a good little bit behind you and then time it up so that as soon as the lights go out and you start, they're ramming you from behind to give you a massive boost. And that's what dominates the top of the leaderboards is just people who time that up perfectly and get completely artificial times. I think the way to remedy this is not to just make the cars ghost entirely because then what if you want to have like races around. Well, I do think that making the cars ghost completely, even if you're in a convoy, um, it would be better than what we have now. But I propose a different solution. If the game senses that you are being rammed excessively in a way that may be due to the fact that you're trying to cheat on the leaderboards, it would say like, oh, it doesn't count. The same as like if you missed a checkpoint, or like if you're in a speed zone and while you're going, if you like cut the corner too much, it'll not allow it. Or if you stop in the middle, it'll eventually sense that you've stopped, and it's like, okay, well, we're gonna stop counting his speed because he's obviously not trying to continue on in the speed zone. Stuff like that. They have fail-safe systems in the game already to detect certain things while giving you leeway. That way you can still have a drag race and still like bump each other if you're racing kind of rough. And similarly, you can have a race around like the time attack circuit and still have a little bit of contact as would happen on a circuit that small. I think that is personally the best solution overall. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. The next thing is the wheel spins. I think that the wheel spins are just you don't get enough of them. I feel like it's such a cool mechanic, and that it's so far anyway. You don't get all that many of them. I remember in Forza Horizon 4 and 5 getting so many wheel spins. I loved it. I loved spinning the wheel. I one of my favorite things to do in video games is go gamble in GTA Online. Okay? I'm not like I do not gamble in real life, even though I'm of age now. I don't necessarily endorse being irresponsible in real life, but like in a video game, like come on, let me buy a super wheel spin for 50,000, 100,000 credits. Even if you want to make it like 200,000, like let me make that choice. I really hope that because they just brought back the festival playlist for the first week of it on Thursday. Um, but what's missing is the festival shop. I'm severely hoping that they bring that back, because that actually allowed you to spend like festival points, or whatever it was called, to get wheel spins and super wheel spins. You couldn't get that many of them. It was only like one every week, but still, it was something. It was better than what we have now. I really wish they would take it back to like Forza Horizon 3, where you could just buy a wheel spin. But that's just me. One more thing. So I'm trying to go and like complete everything there is to do in the game, and that includes drive down every single road. And there's 671 roads in Horizon 6 to drive down, and I've driven down 670 of them, and for the life of me, I cannot find the final road. And so all I wish is that when you're on the map and you click the left bumper to pull up like the region overview, and it tells you all the information of what you've discovered within that particular region, have a thing to say like roads discovered. That way it'll tell me what region I haven't discovered the road in. And yeah, there are roads that like bridge between regions, and so there would be some overlap, but at least it would like tell you, okay, it's in this area. Because there isn't going to be a road that like goes through all the regions and is going to cause that much confusion. So I would like that function to be added. That way I at least know where to look for this final road that I cannot seem to discover for the life of me. But how are you guys enjoying Forza Horizon 6? Be sure to let me know in the comments, and let me know what kind of content you would like to see. I'm still trying to come up with like interesting ideas other than just like a let's play, because you see a million of those on YouTube. I don't want to just do that. I want to do stuff that's interesting and unique and fun for me to do as well, not just like playing the game, trying to rush through it and complete everything, because like I, that's not going to be that interesting for y'all to watch. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.